All right, so I'm working on some different things. This is a new camera on a new machine I picked up after work today, and this is an Android tablet, and it's made. This one's made by RCA. I kind of explored these things a bit before I went out and bought one, and they had a couple different models. It's basically the same kind of machine, whichever one you decide to buy. They're just priced a bit different. This one has a larger screen, 11.6 inch, where the other one was like 10.1 or something like that. And because my XP laptop needs a hard drive, I says, all right, I'm going to explore some different options and see what I can get into. Android has been making strides in this area with computers and their operating system. Now the interesting thing about Android, and I've been aware of this for quite some time, is that it is based on Linux. Now, if any of you are familiar with the Linux operating system, it was originally developed by Linus Torvald as a college project. And the reason I know a lot of this stuff is because um, I am a professional in web design, web posting. I have my own company. Not that I'm earning money at it. Uh, and I haven't pursued it to that level. I have some customers that offset expenses, and I am considering maybe you know um, paying more attention to it and adding more so that it will bring more customers. I know how that's done. I just haven't taken the time to do that. It's been kind of a hobby business, and it's something I enjoy and something I want to continue. Um, and I've been back and forth with things as far as going into it full time. But see, the thing is, I want to stay physically active too in it because I've done that all my life, been physically active all my life. But I want to stretch my brain, exercise my brain just as well too. So that's and get the best of both worlds in life, and it's important that we do that. And but anyway, that aside, I had been looking into tablets for a while. I like the laptops. I got away from the regular desktop computer. I still actually have my original server sitting in my bedroom. I mean, it has Linux 6.2 on it. And we're going back quite a few years. The reason it's not working is because it needs a power supply, and that was quite a while back. I had been using a Windows XP laptop until recently. I also have a a Dell machine. It's a powerhouse. It's a workstation. It's a huge machine. It's big. Dual hard drives. Dual CDs. One is will do DVDs, stuff like that. Hard drive, one of that. I can replace that. But the thing is that technology throughout the years advances so quickly. I can repair those machines and they're good for another year or two, and that's it. So, and even though I am a professional, I'm not real quick to update. I know what happens a lot with the new operating systems, depending on what you get. Um, as far as Windows, when that comes out, new one, there's a lot of mixed feelings. XP was their best platform, and but the thing that I'm seeing with Android um, is that it continues to improve, so it's very encouraging. Now, it takes a bit more work and know-how. You got to use a lot of apps. Now, I just transferred text files from my Windows 7 laptop to my Android tablet, which is basically a laptop. It's got a full keyboard. I was surprised. I got this thing home, opened it up, went into it. Now, I was concerned about it just, the keyboard, just being kind of small and a little awkward to use, but it is a full keyboard. And you're talking, I learned typing, back in the mid 1970s in high school. You know, and I can type like it's nobody's business. So if I get on a keyboard that's not a full keyboard, I'm going to notice it. And this keyboard is a full keyboard. I have no problems on it. The Android operating system is phenomenal. Now, as far as doing things on it, yeah, you're going to have to look into apps and things like that. And, you know, you got to go into the Play Store. Um, it takes a bit more work than Windows, but you're looking at, and I'm going to call this a laptop. It really is. And it's brand new. Anything is nice when it's brand new, but this is phenomenal for, a free operating system. And this machine cost me $139. That's it. Then I got in this, went through, set it up. It's a lot different than the Android on my smartphone. But the thing that I needed was to get into my servers in my webmail to check email, because the webmail, I have 3 different webmail clients on my servers that I run and offer to hosting customers and things like that. And um, I have one of them that works well with the smartphone, but it's still a lot easier to be on some sort of laptop. And a lot of the tablets, I mean, aside from the one I have, a lot of them are realizing the need to make them more like a laptop, because that's what people want. They want that middle of the road kind of thing, where a smartphone is nice. I mean, we're at the place where it's not quite enough, but we don't want to carry a full laptop with us. So this is like the ideal situation, because, my full-time work is in construction. So I need something I can carry with me, access email, log into cPanel on my websites, take care of customers whenever, because basically my hosting company, or your company, I'm sorry, um, kind of runs itself. The hardware is outsourced. So basically I just do sales and support. So this is ideal, and I'm very, very pleased with this. And I'm doing this video um, on the new machine rather than doing it through the smartphone like I had before. So the beauty of this now, because I talked before, let me adjust here just a little bit. I talked before about setting the smartphone up on my tripod somehow. Well, with this machine, I can set this on something and just angle the screen in the direction I need it. So maybe this is the solution. And this can go with me anywhere. And the nice thing about this is the battery is supposed to be good for 6 hours. Now, the Windows laptop, when the battery was working, I'd get an hour out of that machine. And heaven forbid doing video on it, because that would shorten the battery life. But because the Android operating system is much more efficient and uses less resources than Windows, that battery is going to last longer. So this is the beauty of this operating system. And I've only sat here for, a couple hours, getting things set up on it, exploring it, downloading the apps I need. First thing I did was download the Bible. And I have that on my smartphone. I said, I want it on here. People talk about when the grid goes down, blah, blah, blah. People are buying, Bibles in printed form. Well, if you get an Android tablet, it's like a little, laptop, and you get a solar charger, you're going to be able to have all those versions on there anyway in a compact form and still continue to use that even when the grid goes down. So that's my perspective, and that's what I'm working on. So, because even the smartphone will be usable. If the grid goes down, yeah, granted, we won't get online, if all the electricity is out, but we'll still have things to do on these things. Read the Bible. People enjoy games or whatever, and have them. That's the beauty of this stuff. Now, my next trick, or next thing to learn, I should say, is learning how to process these videos before uploading them online, so that it kind of compacts them a bit more. But that's what I'm exploring right now, and I'm going to bring more of that as I work on video, because that's been, the main target and focus of what I do online is having the technology to do this, um, because I don't know. And now I have a laser printer that I can only run with my XP machine. I had two of them. Now the last one, is just, close to not even being usable, unless I just want to spend the money, get a hard drive, and put that on there and reload the operating system. But even with that machine, the keyboard's starting to go, things like that. So why spend the money when I have this? Now, if I can get that laser printer to work with this, that would be the beautiful part of it. So I've got a lot to explore, and I just want to share that with everybody. So I'm hoping to see that this video, once I get done recording it, will not take a lot of space, as they did on Windows. Because if it doesn't, and I can save this, upload it to YouTube, and it doesn't take a lot of bandwidth, that's going to be the beautiful part of it. So anyway, talk to you in the next one.